Hey guys, the tax physician is here, also known as the taxician, right? I am Donna and I am so excited to talk with you guys. And I'm not just saying I'm excited just because it sounds good. I am really excited to speak with you guys about what you can do to help you save in taxes this tax season that we're currently in. We're currently in the 2025 tax season, which means that we are preparing taxes for the previous year of 2024. Many of you providers are experiencing heartburn right now. You filed your business taxes and you have found out that you owe this huge tax liability to the IRS, and I understand how it feels. I understand that you're scared, overwhelmed, and all the above. But no worries, because today I just want you to take out a pencil, a pen, and a pad so that you can implement these 3 big tax saving strategies for this tax season so that you can make sure that you're not paying more than your fair share in taxes to the IRS. And I know some of you may say, well, I've already filed my taxes for the year. You can amend. It's okay for you to amend, right? So let's go ahead and let's dive in and get started. The first thing you want to jot down is depreciation. Please make sure that you have depreciated all of your business's assets. And this will include business vehicles. This will include any type of printers, any copiers, any scanners that you have and that you utilize for your business, furniture equipment that you may have purchased for your equipment, any type of toys and things like that are over a certain threshold amount that you can depreciate. And you want to make sure that all of this is accounted for. And even though, depending on your facility and what you got going on your end, even though this may be many assets that you have, which you're supposed to be keeping track of throughout the year, this will significantly help you reduce your tax liability and will help you save in taxes. And depending on what asset you have, depends on how long you can depreciate it, over 5 years, 7 years, so on and so forth. But you definitely want to get with your accountant, tax professional to get the specific details of that. But this is something that I see being overlooked this tax season, is depreciation of all of the assets in your business, okay? All assets that can be depreciated. The second thing that I see that's being overlooked is not fully contributing to retirement accounts, such as traditional IRAs, such as Roth IRAs, such as 401ks, solo 401ks that you guys have, HSAs, health savings account, not fully contributing the full maximum amount that you can contribute for the year. And these particular retirement accounts, financial tools is what we call them, parking tools, where you park your money into them to basically you park your money into these financial tools so that you don't have to pay more than your fair share in taxes to the IRS. I see that this is being overlooked tremendously. If you feel like your tax accountant or your accountant is not, taking advantage of these parking financial tools on your behalf and you're owing more than your fair share in taxes to the IRS, there will be a link below this video where we can assist. We can do a diagnostic on your tax situation to let you know, if you need to amend your taxes, or if really and truly, if everything's looking okay and you just need to tax plan better for this year and all years going forward. So that was the second thing, not fully contributing the maximum amounts to you guys' retirement accounts. And some of you, providers don't even have retirement accounts set up, not knowing that this can drastically reduce your tax liability. So let's just say, for example, you're a provider, a childcare provider, or an assisted living provider, and you have filed your taxes and you found out that you owe $60,000 to the IRS. Wouldn't you have rather used that $60,000 that you have to pay back to the IRS instead, contributing to a solo 401k or a 401k retirement plan, or your traditional or Roth IRA or health savings account? That money should have been used to fully contribute into these different financial tools. Again, you definitely want to talk with your accounting professionals to see what financial tool best fits you, but it's better than taking that full $60,000 and paying it to the IRS when you can take that full $60,000 and park it in the right financial tools and write it off on your business's tax returns, okay? So these things like this is very important to help you in saving taxes. Last but not least, business expenses, and I'm talking about your operating expenses such as your advertising and marketing, your utilities, your payroll expenses, payroll wages, payroll taxes, payroll processing fees, all of this good stuff, contractor expense payments, job supply payments. I'm just throwing some things out there. These things are being overlooked. And what doesn't get tracked doesn't get accounted for on your tax return. So therefore, when your professional finishes your tax return, they, give you this tax return with this whopping big tax liability that you owe to the IRS because the business expenses throughout the year are not being accounted for. It could be for many different reasons. Maybe you did not keep up with them properly throughout the year. Maybe, your accounting professional might have had a missed eye to where they missed putting them on your tax return to reduce your liability. So many factors fall into that, but I can tell you what I typically see is that the provider of the child care, the provider of the assisted living facility, these things were not kept up with throughout the year, which means that you didn't keep up with these things on a month-to-month basis with your bookkeeping because you didn't have bookkeeping or you were not consistently doing your bookkeeping. So now that it's tax season, you're feeling the heartburn of not keeping up with these things throughout the year. So you're frantically scurrying, trying to get what you can together to hand it over to your tax preparer, and they can only use, what you provide to them. And of course, you didn't hand over everything that could have been deducted on your business tax return simply because you didn't keep up with it throughout the year in a good orderly fashion, such as your bookkeeping. So this is what I see that is causing you guys to owe more than your fair share in taxes this tax season that we're currently in. And a lot of you guys are experiencing that. And I understand that many of you guys have already filed your tax returns. And like I said earlier, it is okay to amend your tax returns. It's not gonna trigger you for an audit just because you go back and amend your tax returns. That's why the IRS has that option for you to amend your tax return, because mistakes happen, things get overlooked, and that's just life and it happens. But if you are a child care provider, if you are an assisted living provider and you feel like, hey, I need assistance in one of these areas, whether it be having your tax return amended or having someone take a second set of eyes to be looked at your tax return to see if anything was missing, such as the depreciation, such as you not contributing fully to those financial tools such as retirement accounts, or not having your bookkeeping for that prior 2024 year, so for sure that, hey, I know that I missed some business expenses and some things that would have helped me reduce my tax liability. I am going to put a link below this particular video, and you can click the link and you can book a 15-minute strategy session to find out where you are. We can get you a game plan on how you need to get these things corrected, how you need to get your tax returns amended if that needs to be done, or really and truly what was missing to where you're owing this tax liability to the IRS and how you can get it rectified. So I hope that this information was informative and that it's helpful for you. And again, if you need assistance, there is a link below this video. Go ahead and click the link and book your free 15-minute session. And myself or one of my team members, we will reach out to you and assist your situation. Have a great day.